Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Local power crews, and hundreds of them from out of state, in fact, working to restore power from the worst ice storm we've seen in a long time. And as we see from this live look at Bloomfield Township, there are so many more scenes like this one. Fallen trees that need to be moved.
Yeah, and the number of DTE customers without power rising above the 500,000 mark as we have just a few more hours before a big drop in temperatures. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us for Local 4 News at 6. I'm Christy McDonald in for Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. Such a stressful time for people who are without power and may not get it back, we're learning, until Sunday or perhaps even Monday. Warmer temperatures today, but that is just about to change in a drastic way. Kim Adams here. Let's start things at 6 with the forewarned forecast. Kim.
Well, let's start with the positive, and that's that we've had a little sunshine, and we also have temps into the 40s in many communities around Metro Detroit, especially south of I-94. Right now at Metro Airport, it's 43 degrees, 42 City Airport, 40 in Mount Clemens, but still hanging on just above freezing, only 36 in Pontiac, 41 in Ann Arbor. Temperatures will tumble tonight down into the teens, but our immediate concern, high winds. Between now and about 9 o'clock tonight, we'll continue to see gusts upwards of 30 to 35 miles per hour. In fact, in Pontiac, there was just a 35-mile-per-hour gust, 33 in Ann Arbor, 30 in Howell. Unfortunately, the highest wind gusts have also been in the same areas that saw the highest amount of ice on the west side. So this is the area we are most concerned with. Wind gusts continue at this hour. Even on the east side in Mount Clemens, 33 miles per hour, only 20 at Metro Airport, 20 City Airport. At 6 o'clock tonight, we'll continue to have these winds out of the west. They will be strong. By 7 o'clock, we don't see much of a change. It won't be until after midnight that these winds finally start to calm down. In fact, by tomorrow morning, wind won't be a problem, but cold temperatures will. So I'll have more on that coming up in your forecast. But the best way to keep track of school closings, all kinds of information related to the weather is on that Forewarned Weather app. It's not just for weather. There are a lot of things that we track on this app. Just go to your favorite app store and type in WDIV.
Drone 4 has been giving us a look all day at the damage in neighborhoods across Metro Detroit.
Right now, DTE says it is a good idea to stay out of your yard because fallen trees and limbs could be masking energized wires out there. Our team is spread out across Metro Detroit tonight to help keep you safe from Ann Arbor to Belleville to Shelby Township. But we do start tonight in Bloomfield Township with Sean Lay. Sean, what's the latest there?
Christy, we talk about it all the time. We'd rather have a foot of snow than ice. Really frustrating for neighbors here. Right across the street, that's Seaholm High School. Lights are on. That area of Birmingham has power. Over here, the homeowner just came home, thought something exploded last night. The tree is over on the main power line, plunging this area into darkness for another night. So many big, beautiful trees here in Bloomfield Township, and when the ice hit, so many trees and limbs came down, bringing power lines with them. DTE has people going house by house on foot, looking to see if they can pinpoint where the problems are, which lines are down, causing massive outages here. We put Drone 4 up here in Bloomfield Hills to see crews getting right to work on the outages in this area. From above, you can see all of that ice covering the power lines and the trees. Now let's take you to Jamie Stewart's home. He is from Australia.
Well, it's summertime there right now, and it'd probably be about 105 to 110 degrees.
That's hot.
Yeah.
And you're standing out here
Well, actually, that's normal. That's mild temperate conditions in northern Australia.
Hot in his hometown down under, but today he's picking up the pieces of limbs that came raining down overnight.
And unfortunately, pine trees are just susceptible to, when there's rapid temperature drop, to explode. So last night it sounded like a fuselage of shotgun shells going off around the entire neighborhood.
Power here may not be restored until Sunday. He is riding it out. His wife is cold. She is not.
There's a rapid drop in temperature again tomorrow and more ice coming. Then likely there's going to be more tree falls, and which will delay the power coming back on. You can see the lines are draped in ice. Everything's very brittle at the moment. Back here live, this homeowner tells me he put that generator 2 months ago. That's paying for itself pretty much right now. Look, guys, with the ice on the limbs, weakening some limbs that didn't come down, that's the issue. If the wind picks up, this may get worse before it gets better with more limbs and power lines coming down. We are on it for you each and every moment of this ice storm. Mara McDonald, she's in Belleville checking out outages there. Mara.
Hi, Sean. Speaking of exploding pine trees, take a look. This poor tree, you can see the substantial limb damage that it took. And the thing is, if you travel around western Wayne County, you see piles of debris like this all over the place. Take a walk with me. I want to show you. We're in the heart of downtown Belleville. So here's the story. You can see that the traffic signal is out, but if you go a block to the right, the power's on. If you go a block to the left, it's not. We've really got these patchwork power outages. And I'll tell you something else. It was pretty warm out here, I'd say an hour ago, but the temperature, you can feel it starting to drop, and it's getting pretty breezy out here. We're live in Belleville. Christy Devon, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Mara. Ann Arbor is one of the harder hit areas.
Megan Woods has a look at the damage there and also at the way that the community is trying to fight back against the utility company.
This is what many people in Ann Arbor woke up to this morning, and if it's not their car that's damaged, they have to drive around all this mess, and the concern is it might get worse. Massive tree limbs continue to snap into pieces on roadways and onto cars.
I was parking right here, so it missed me by about 2 feet.
Then there's power outages and falling ice.
It's terrifying, honestly. I had my hat on earlier to try to make sure no ice fell on me or anything like that.
It's certainly a mess out there right now.
Last night wasn't any better, especially for Greg Woodring.
I heard a large sound, several of my lights went out.
He's president of Ann Arbor for Public Power, a grassroots organization pushing for the city to have its own utility service.
As a general rule, they're more reliable, they're cheaper, and they allow us to choose where our power comes from.
Communities like Traverse City, Chelsea, and Lansing already have one. Greg took a closer look at the outages in Lansing.
They had a very similar storm. Many of the people outside of Lansing faced outages in the consumer's territory. There was a recent article that said about 6,000 people were out of power. Lansing, at its worst, reported 100 outages. I mean, the difference is really clear.
While power companies don't control Mother Nature, Greg believes it's not a reason for people to have to sit in the dark.
When you invest in your infrastructure, it holds up to storms like this better.
Meanwhile, DTE Energy announced this month that customers experienced 21% fewer power interruptions in 2022 than in 2021. DTE also says that after major tree trimming and equipment upgrades last year, Washtenaw County saw 69% reliability improvements on the circuits that were worked on. In Ann Arbor, Megan Woods, Local 4.
Yeah, and we've reported on this issue before. The city of Ann Arbor is waiting still on the results from a study before deciding if they want to move forward in creating their own power company.
All right, speaking of Ann Arbor, a police officer there last night was able to clear an intersection of a large fallen tree with the help from one of the city's best-known citizens.
I was going to see maybe, but where are you to go with it? What? One lane at least? Try. If you're up for it.
Yeah, he was up for it. The guy lending a hand right there, that's Michigan football coach Jim Harbaugh, who had just pulled up in a van at the intersection of Devonshire and Londonderry. And once Officer Howard Cooper shook off his surprise of just hanging out with the coach, he handed Harbaugh a pair of gloves, and the two put in about 10 minutes of work, moving a tree inch by inch so traffic could get through. Well, we want to see what is happening where you live through our My Picks. And as you can see right there, hey, there's Tom's Backyard Bears covered in ice in Clinton Township. Thanks for sending that one in. And one bundled up frog decided, yep, he's not going for a swim today in Detroit. You can submit your pictures to My Picks right on the homepage of clickondetroit.com or in either of the apps.
Other news tonight, a Port Huron police officer has been disciplined for punching a man on a sidewalk. This video just surfaced on social media showing pretty much the entire encounter. Grant Herms live to walk us through the video and the police department's response to it. Grant?
Hey, Devin. Well, this has raised certainly more than eyebrows up in Port Huron. There are already calls for people to flood the next city council meeting to get this officer fired over the video here that you're about to see. The video released to Local 4 by a concerned citizen after it was shared on social media.
I'm not going to jail.
It shows 4 Port Huron officers stopping a man on the sidewalk back in November, clearly under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Why don't you take a walk around the block for a little bit, all right? Sober up.
Well, if I go walk around the block, where the am I going to go upstairs?
The man called Charles in the video then begins to argue with the officers.
And I'm gonna kick all you. I'm gonna kick 1, 2, 3, 4.
But it's when he begins to take off his jacket, the officer throws the punch.
Oh, I'm gonna kick all 4.
No, you're not. Put your hands on your back.
The fact is that there were about at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 officers on the scene there. When you have one person and that person is being non-threatening, even though they're being non-compliant, he still wasn't aggressive or even passive aggressive for that matter. He made some statements, but in that type of situation, you got to say, hey, sir, why are you so upset? You got to communicate with them.
In a release today, Port Huron Police Chief saying, "We were upset and concerned with our officers' actions during this incident. We take the use of force very seriously. We will continue to hold ourselves to these standards, and when we fall short, we will be held accountable." And Port Huron police also say that officer was placed on administrative leave during an investigation earlier this year. He was disciplined and then sent to 2 rounds of training, 1 for subject control and 1 for de-escalation, and he does remain on the force. Grant Herms, Local 4.
New at 6.
2 familiar political foes facing off in Macomb County over gun policy.
Why don't we give this a try? Doing nothing isn't going to solve the problem.
Coming up, we'll tell you why the prosecutor is getting some pushback from the county executive.